minig after Sukkot and Pesach is to have a series of 3-day fasts called Bhab, Monday, Thursday, and Monday. In yeshiva, we said Slichas Bhab, but we didn't fast. There are people that also fast. In Shomer Shabbos, in Borough Park, there's a minyan where they lein vayichal by mincha, and they fast in Bhab. There is a anomaly this year because the second fast of Bhab, it's called Sheni Tinyona, the second Monday, falls out on Pesach Sheni. So one would have thought we keep on pushing off Bhab. For example, if the Monday is a Rosh Chodesh, so then we push Bhab to the next week, that it shouldn't fall out on Rosh Chodesh. But we don't push it off for Bhab. And actually, someone called me up that his minhag is to fast. What about the fast on this coming Monday? So generally, those that fast Bhab do not fast when it falls out on Pesach Sheni. If you look in Reb Henkin, in the Ezra's Torah Luach, he says that there are those that say Slichas, but don't say Tachna. Interesting thing. They say Slichas, they don't say Tachna. If somebody does fast, so then they could rely on the shittas that hold that you could eat the matzah in the night. That was the minig of Maizeda, the Imrei Eish, because he ate the matzah when they ate the matzah. They shechted the Korban Pesach on Pesach Sheni, but they ate the matzah in the night. So his minig was to eat the matzah in the night.
In the base of Mikdash, they ate the Korban Pesach at night. They didn't eat it during the day. No,
not during the day. No. We learn it out from the first Pesach. Not all the halachas are the same, but I think the etzem lo yisishberu by is only by Pesach Rishon and not by Pesach Sheni. I don't think we.
I think it says about that, so that's what my sister.
It does? Yeah, but I think it's only by the Pesach Rishon, not by the Pesach Sheni. But I'm not 100% sure. That's the what? Was that somebody's phone? Probably not my phone. Oh, so you're saying that it should be? Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, why do we have the Tanis B'Hab? Because that's important. Because even if we're not fasting and even if we're not saying Slichas, still on the Monday, Thursday, and Monday, we could have in mind what the fast was made for. So, 3 things are brought down. Taisa says that on the Moyed, the men and the women congregated, and men looked at other women. And when you look at other women, you get into trouble. So therefore, they fasted for looking and thinking about other women. That's one reason that's brought down. The second reason that's brought down is that Chalamoid, this would be a very clear reason why there's no Bhab after Shavuos, because there's no Chalamoid. Chol Hamoed is a very difficult time. It's a quasi situation where people do malacha, but they're not allowed to do all malacha. And really, you have to be a Talmid Chacham to know what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. Is it a Tzarech HaMoed? Is it a Davar Ovid? Is it a Peil Shem Moilai Mal Yaakov? There's 5 Eterim to be able to do something like Chol Hamoed. But if you don't have, I always tell people, assume that you can't do it unless you have one of the 5 Eterim. So people mess up. And it says in the Gemara, very strong language, so in order to atone for that, we have also the Fast of Bhab. The third reason, which you hear the way I'm talking, proof is in the pudding how I'm talking. The third reason is with the change of the season, people get sick. If you go into any drugstore and you ask them about the OTC trade, OTC means over the counter. The OTC trade, like the medicines, the Benadryl, Robitussin, Sudafed, now Mucinex and Delsym, is the highest at the change of the season. Unfortunately, a cold is not nice, but believe me, it's not nice. But any psychiatrist worth his salt will tell you that there is a great spike in psychiatric problems at the change of the season. Change of the season causes hormonal shifts and causes problems. Psychiatrists are always adjusting medicines around this time of the year. So these are things that we can daven for. We can daven Hashem should forgive us for any sinful thoughts. Hashem should forgive us for any mistakes in Chol Hamoed. And Hashem should give us gesund, especially when we get older. The older we get, the harder it is to handle a cold. It's the way it is. When you're young, a cold is a cold. Cold. The older we get, the harder the cold is to tolerate. It affects the sleep, and it gives us a heaviness. So we should be healthy. And did they bench Bhab last Shabbos here?
No.
No. So Mitzvah Hashem, we're going to bench the Bhab Sheni this Shabbos. And now we're going to count Sfira.